Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with a recent physique update from our current reigning Mr. Olympia, Samson Dauda, at about 4 weeks out from the Arnold Classic. And I really like what I'm seeing from Samson here. Chest, shoulders, arms look full blown, and again, some improvements have definitely been made to the arms since the Mr. Olympia. Conditioning overall from the front looks pretty good. At this point, I think there's only two shots where Samson is really vulnerable, and that's the back double as well as the ab and thigh. The back double not because of the back, but because of the conditioning, and the ab and thigh just because Samson doesn't have the biggest lats and not necessarily the best abs. But that's only two shots. There's 6 more shots to go. But let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this recent update of Samson. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent physique update from Derek Lunsford, who is currently out at Bev's gym with Matt Grego as well as Jay Cutler. They will be doing a workshop tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure while they are there, Big Steve will get to lay his eyes on Derek Lunsford and maybe give him a couple of tips at about 4 weeks out. I've been very high on Derek even since he placed 3rd at the Olympia. I don't think that was the best Derek. Derek said that definitely wasn't his best. Personally, I'm expecting an all-time best coming into the Arnold. Yes, I know he's working with a new coach, but Chris Aceto is very good at what he does. And Derek said he wants to compete more often, so we could see him more after the Arnold. Now next up, we have recent physique updates from the mutant Nick Walker, and I actually really like this ab and thigh shot. It seems to me Nick knows he has to bring the freak factor. The legs may be improving, but they may never match his upper body. That's just being honest. But I think Nick is just going to bring the freak factor this year and hope for the best. Mia's section does look a tad bloated, but I'm not going to get on him too much about it because Nick is about 5'7" and over 300 pounds. Nick did say recently, as far as everyone saying Martin is going to beat him in Pittsburgh, Nick said the version he brought to last year's New York Pro was one of the worst, and Martin couldn't beat that. So he's definitely not going to be able to beat Nick at his best. I can't really argue with that. Now switching over to Akim Williams, who recently posted up an update. And of course, Akim will also be in the Arnold Classic lineup, and I would say he's somewhat of a wild card. For years, Akim struggled with his conditioning up until last year. Chris Aceto seemed to put something together to dial Akim in for almost every single show. And similar to Samson Dauda, I'm not sure what was done, but Akim's arms definitely look better and also more separated for anyone that wanted to give oil accusations. But looking forward to seeing the beast on stage. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent physique update from James Hollingshead. I believe this was shared on Fuad Abiyad's podcast. I grabbed this from Who Is The Best BB over on Instagram. James looks like he has definitely made improvements as far as the back goes, and conditioning looks great at 4 weeks out. Credit to James, but also credit to his coach, Boss of Outlaw, who seems to get the best out of all of his clients. Now, we still have about 4 weeks to go, but again, based on what I'm seeing here, I think it's quite possible that we see James bring his best. Let's hope that James brings his best. Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent physique update from Tonio Burton. And I've actually been hearing a lot recently that people are complaining about Tonio's shoulders. Pretty sure that Tonio isn't using anything suspicious. If anything, he probably needs to rotate injection sites, but outside of that, I can almost guarantee you guys that there's nothing in Tonio's shoulders. But in the caption of this post, Tonio said that masks won't save people for much longer. And I think that Tonio feels that the only thing he's missing as far as moving up into that top 6, top 5 is just more overall mass, which could be quite possible. A lot of people compare this guy to Dexter Jackson, which isn't a light comparison. But recently there's been a few guys that have taken some time off to focus on making improvements, Martin and Rafa, and let's hope that Tonio is going to be the next name added to that list. Now switching over to Classic Physique, these are probably the most impressive updates in this video outside of Samson Dauda. Wesley Vissers looks absolutely ridiculous at about 4 weeks out from the Arnold. I've been saying that Mike is going to win. I've been saying that Michael DeBull is possibly going to take second. But sitting back and looking at these updates of Wesley, I pretty much have the same thoughts. And that's because Wesley looks insane as far as the upper body goes, but we have to see the legs. I'm not sure if Wesley's waist actually got smaller or if he just improved his vacuum, but there are definitely improvements in the midsection. And there's something that Wesley has in common with Chris Bumstead that not a lot of people mention, and that's the structure. That is the overwhelming width. On stage, Wesley is just very imposing, and also probably the tallest guy up there unless Fabian Meyer decides to jump into the lineup. But let me know in the comment section below thoughts on these recent updates of Wesley. Now let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below who is this legendary bodybuilder. And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, and if you have not done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are currently on the road to 10K subscribers, and we're getting closer by the day. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.